Most people think you need $50,000 for a down payment. They're wrong. While everyone else is spending years saving 20%, watching inflation eat their cash, a small group of investors is using a hidden blueprint. They're controlling $200,000 assets with just $10,000. Now, I'm not talking about a get-rich-quick scheme or a predatory loan that will bankrupt you. I'm talking about the low-capital blueprint. We've analyzed the strategies used by the most successful modern investors to bypass traditional banks and scale portfolios even in a high-interest market. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm going to show you the exact mechanics of house hacking and seller financing so you can stop saving and start owning. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step roadmap to acquire your first cash-flowing property without needing a massive bank account. Let's dive in. You've been told the same lie for years. Save 20% for a down payment. Sounds simple, right? But here's the cold, hard reality. While you're diligently tucking away a few $100 a month, the market is sprinting. Every time you get close to your goal, the average home price jumps another $20K. It's like trying to run up a down escalator. You feel priced out. You see people your age buying properties and you wonder, what do they know that I don't? Let's look at the math. In today's market, a 20% down payment on a decent investment property is $40,000, $60,000, maybe even $100K. For most of us, that's not a savings goal. That's a lifetime of sacrifice. It feels like the game is rigged. Like the door to wealth was slammed shut before you even got to the porch. You're stuck in the cycle. Work more, save more, but stay in the same place. You're trading your best years for a paycheck that barely keeps up with inflation, while the wealthy are using leverage to buy the world. You don't need more discipline. You need a different strategy. Because the 20% rule isn't a requirement. It's a trap that keeps you broke while the pros get richer. Here is the cold, hard truth. Saving 20% for a down payment is a losing game. While you're diligently tucking away money in a savings account, home prices are climbing faster than your interest rate. You aren't saving, you're falling behind. To win in today's market, you stop saving and start leveraging. This is the low capital blueprint. First, let's talk about the most powerful tool for beginners, house hacking. Most people think they need a massive loan. They don't. If you use an FHA loan, your down payment is only 3.5%. Do the math. On a $200,000 property, that is only $7,000. You buy a multi-family property, live in one unit, and rent out the others. Your tenants effectively pay your mortgage. You live for free, and you control a high-value asset with less than $10K out of pocket. That is how you break the cycle of renting. But what if you don't want to live in your investment? That's where seller financing comes in. This is the ultimate hidden loophole. Seller financing is when the owner of the property acts as the bank. You skip the credit checks. You skip the rigid bank requirements. You negotiate a deal where you give the seller a small down payment, say $10,000, and pay them monthly installments directly. Many sellers, especially older landlords, prefer this because it provides them with a steady monthly income without the headache of managing the property. You get the deed, they get the check. Now you might be wondering, where do I find these deals? You won't find these on Zillow. By the time a house hits the public market, the loophole is gone. You need to find motivated sellers. This is where tools like PropStream become your unfair advantage. You can filter for owners who are in pre-foreclosure or have owned the home for 20 years. These are the people open to creative financing. And if you're not ready to manage a physical building yet, don't just let your $10K sit in a bank. Move it into a REIT or a crowdfunding platform like Fundrise. It allows you to earn dividends from commercial real estate without ever picking up a hammer. It's the perfect way to grow your capital while you hunt for your first house hack. Remember, wealth isn't built by saving. It's built by owning assets that pay you to own them. Now, the biggest hurdle isn't the $10K. It's finding the deal. That's why I use PropStream. It lets you find off-market properties and motivated sellers before they ever hit Zillow. If you want to stop guessing and start hunting, check the link in the description. But look, maybe you're not ready to manage a physical building yet. That's where Fundrise comes in. You can build a diversified real estate portfolio with as little as $10. It's the perfect bridge while you scale toward your first house hack. And remember, your loan approval depends on your score. Use Credit Karma to optimize your profile so you secure the lowest possible rates. Imagine it, a $200K asset paying for itself and putting cash in your pocket every single month. That is the power of the low capital blueprint. If this shifted your perspective on wealth, hit the like button and subscribe. Let's build this empire together.